opinion. Although all right. Good morning. Good morning. Today we're gonna do what it says on the tin. We're gonna just draw. Got a little bit tired of all the analysis, especially from the early morning. So I will just start by setting up some figure drawing reference, and then we'll just kind of get going. Hope everybody's having a good morning. A chill time. I think I did this rant yesterday as well, but I just haven't been drawing as much as I like recently. I've been composing, I've been painting, I've been rendering, I've been designing. But you know, less drawing. And since that kind of is like the thing that I care about, I think maybe we're going to use some morning streams just doing that. It's also been a while since I've done like a classic timed figure drawing session. Usually I just like find a reference that I enjoy or think is useful with where I'm at the moment skill level wise, in say anatomy or a certain pose or whatever. And then I just study that reference. I also quite like that approach, but it does mean you spent more time looking and less time drawing. Or like a timed figure drawing session, well, as soon as you find the place to do it, you're just drawing for the duration of the session, right? Oh, out of time. So right now I'm doing figure drawings from Bodies in Motion. It's a pretty good site for like online timed figure drawing sessions. You can make a free account and it'll let you do these standard 2-minute per pose sessions from the entire library. It's so the conceit is they record videos and then they give you freeze frames from said videos. So on the one hand, you can get more dynamic poses than you'd be able to if they were stills, typically. Or you do sometimes, like they're poses from a movement, they're not actual posed poses. But it also means, like for me, the poses don't always feel as strong. So it's a good source for your figure drawings to have like just in your repertoire. I've been thinking a bit about what it's going to do to me and my art skills that I do so much drawing on stream. I guess I talked about this the other day too, but it's been occupying my mind a bit. It's like hard to put it down as a net good or a net bad, because on the one hand I'm talking about what I'm doing a lot more. So sometimes I'm more aware. But it also means I'm kind of doing all or most of my drawings while also doing something else a little bit. Which, when you put it like that, that doesn't sound good. I remember when I was younger, I used to watch Aaron Blaze draw on YouTube. And he kind of said that he had, after all these years, he had trained himself to draw while talking. So it didn't bother him anymore. But I wonder if like, if he'd be able to study while talking. Probably not while talking about something else, I think is my immediate conclusion. There, I just drew it back. So ideally with quick gesture drawings like this, I'm trying to get in, you know, big movements, big curves, kind of lines of action. And then big masses, rib cage, pelvis, head. Once you have that, you kind of have the movement of the pose, and then adding the limbs shouldn't be too bad. Okay. I never found a method for gesture drawing that I apply for every drawing, other than just like, yeah, look at the big movement, big forms and masses, and big shapes, and then put them in there. Let me fit one more drawing up here. What I mean is, like, I know some people who will like always start with a line of action, or some artists will always start with the head and then build from there. I just kind of often start where my eye lands. Oh, that's bad. And then just kind of build from there. Like here, I'm just starting with the back because I found a line in there that I could use as like a reference point. That might be part of why I still suck at gesture. Because my methodology is all over the place. This guy is just sticking some sort of a flip. So he's off balance, or the pose is off balance, but he's got a lot of momentum coming forward. All right, that's 10 2-minute drawings. Let's do 10 more. And then let's try something different. Let's try starting with like a line of action for all of them. I'm thinking that could be good for me. I have this thing with art and drawing that I very often can't really draw it right the first time, but I can lay in something and then I can work with that and do a better job on the second pass. So maybe laying in the line of action first. And then adapting it, maybe that could be a strength, who knows. Didn't necessarily work out that time. I think after this one, we'll go and we'll study some artists whom I think draw really well. See if that does anything. All right. Whoa, this guy's got like a motion blur on him. don't like how many curves I put in that arm. Could have been more of an angle user. That one was tricky. Definitely feels like one I might need to draw several times to get right. You can take a second to just try again. Like the big point is like we're seeing the top of his shoulders and his back. So that means, among other things, the trapezius interacting with the deltoids. It means this split down the back. It means the bulge of the scapular muscles. Not sure this one's going much better. I also broke my promise of always starting with the line of action for these ones. I definitely feel more confident in using shorthands these days. And like not drawing every single detail of every hand every time I put it in. I think that's like that's a strength that I've developed recently. Okay. Lady hanging from ropes. There's a little bit of a straight line. But there's a bend in, okay. Torso's leaning back and then her legs are coming forward. Oh, way too little time. I'm gonna take that one again. Make it a 4-minute drawing. That. I should learn that. That even on like a not super well defined musculature, you can have this double step. Just do it at angles, where it's the lats and the scapula in here, and then it's the delts and the arm here. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna make it a 6-minute drawing, so this is gonna have to be it. All right, moving on. It's a guy standing. If I can finish this one, you'll see what I meant when I said like sometimes you just get not super well designed poses. Well, at least maybe. This is a guy, he is just kind of standing, but he's winding up to a kick as well. So maybe this is a super good pose for like an animator to study. But I illustrate. Just kind of feels a little bit bland. You see how he's kind of getting ready? He's getting ready to lift and kick that leg. He hasn't done it yet. This is kind of the same thing. This is, and I don't even know that, like, if I were animating, I'd draw this pose. This guy has like a sword in hand. And he's getting ready to, or he is in the middle of doing like a jumping lunge. Torso's fine, but then once we get down here with the legs, it gets awkward. Yeah, this one we're gonna skip. It's just like anatomy practice. And then not that you should skip anatomy practice, it's just like in the middle of a gesture drawing session, maybe know what you're studying. I keep forgetting that promise of starting with a line of action. Might take an extra 2 minutes for this one. It's only fair, it's a joint pose. A little too much leg. Drawing, and specifically gesture drawing, is probably the area in art where I have the hardest time feeling like a sense of progression. Like you learn some new gestural ideas, you learn some new ways the figure moves, you learn some new poses, try to learn to apply them. But I just feel like really often, even after studying it intensely for periods of time, drawings just kind of look the same. Okay. Well, that's you anyway. This one's also just like an I'm landing from doing something cool pose. Oh, out of time. Anyway. It's a very zigzaggy pose. He's swinging a kettlebell. bigger legs, taller legs. Little bit of rotation as well. He's really off balance now. And it helps, of course, that there's gonna be like a kettlebell here. All right, well, cool. Did feel like they got better towards the end. Also, looking at them now, they're kind of just like not egregiously bad. I'm just layouting now. Which admittedly is not something I want to spend a lot of time doing, so. Perfect layout. Whoops. I kind of want to screenshot the stream. Because it's like a whole composition, you know? Then I can post that to the stories. Okay. I will take a quick break now, and then I think we'll be back with some like studying some master artists that I really enjoy. All right. All right. This is unprecedented, but I actually need to do a little bit of work real quick. So I will be back in like 15 minutes. Huh, could have sworn. All right, see you in a bit. All right, we back. It took about half an hour. I don't plan on making that like a common occurrence. I just had like a work task that I wanted to get done quickly. Now I said that thing about how we might want to study some artists for like half an hour. Let's see. I have some saved, so it's not gonna be that long a fetch quest. And then just find some figures. All right. Here is this artist. Dora Jam. If you just fully lean into butchering the name, it doesn't matter as much because everybody is aware that it's being butchered. I don't know, maybe. I think their figures are very appealing and dynamic. So we'll try to study a couple of these. Cool. And a lot of it as well, this artist is not afraid to push a gesture or to push the human body. Like immediately looking at this guy here, I'm seeing just how long this torso is and just how much like the ribcage breaks in angle in relation to the rest of the torso. Which the spine doesn't do that. Spine is like a gradually bending sort of structure. Oh, I'm actually pushing space too much compared to what they do. And then let's look at the legs. I've been beefing with legs recently. Mark the pelvis. I'm seeing bits of the same segmented approach that we observed in CP Choi the other day in her work. Like there's a thigh, there's a knee, and there's a lower leg. No foot, feet doesn't exist. There's a thigh, there's a knee. And then there's a shape for the lower leg. Cool. Let's find another one. I mean, these are all really interesting as well, right? Because they're all very loose. So essentially, like, this is this artist, I think, like, just playing, just having fun, sketching. But they still have, like, a lot of energy and, like, a lot of impact as gestures. Man, it's so much easier to draw when the decisions are already made for you. That's also why I've always had it this way with studying, where it's like it's almost not like it's you drawing. It's almost just like trying to feel how it feels to draw when you're someone else. Because the decisions here aren't mine. If my studies look good, it's not because I made good decisions. It's just because I was able to read the other artists' decisions decently. All right. What about these ones? Anything there? Hello, hello. What's that? That's an Corviv Glorp emote. How are you doing? I'm just doing some figure studies. I'm good, thanks. You can see what we started the stream with. Started the stream with just some, these are from photo reference. And now I'm just trying to go, because I wasn't happy with these, because I'm never happy with my gesture drawings. Can always improve. It was just a silly alien. Yeah. And so then I went like, well, maybe we can find somebody else who's better and then just draw their drawings and then learn from that. Try to, at least. Curious. Are you curious or is that curious? What if you eventually reach the point where no one's better than you? Ah, well then you won, right? Then you just kind of, yeah, then you just kind of chillin'. That and you is curious. No, I think because you can also just like make your own observations. The way I think about it is copying other artists is it's kind of like a highway or like a shortcut to making observations, because they've made the observations for you and you just gotta like read them off their drawings. I think that I could learn the same things that I'm learning from studying artists that I admire just by my own observations, but it might take longer. So if you reach the point where no one's better than you, then maybe, I guess, you accept that you'll be moving forward a little bit slower. then again, you know, the example of that is Kim Jong-gi, right? Everybody's talking about Kim Jong-gi, rightfully. Didn't seem like he was slowing down. It's okay, I'll just write it so you can like Google Kim Jong-gi. Kind of the GOAT. Actually the GOAT. It's an inflated term, I know, but this guy fucks. This guy's really good. I don't know if anybody has ever drawn as well as Kim Jong-gi. Oh, you know his work? You didn't read manga? It's not manga. He's Korean. And, like, he does different styles as well. Neither watch anime. That's wild. What do you do then? What kind of media do you consume? Read comics? Whatever you feel like at the moment. Yeah. No, me too. I'm just saying, like, if you don't read manga, you don't watch anime. Live action? Regular books and series, maybe movies. Not a lot of, like, drawn content. Animation, play games. I see. Nah. But you like art. Maybe as a kid. Right. Yeah. As artists, we just never grew up. It's so true. Perhaps you like art. I'm just like in no shade, but like, how and why did you end up here? Because like I draw. One in a trillion. Language is so fast. The language is so dense with references, foreign ideas. Okay, so that didn't work super well. It's the legs. It's mainly the legs that I fumbled. Just exploring content. I see. That's fair. I think it's true though. As artist people, we just never wanted to grow up, right? So we took the thing that everybody wants to do as a kid, and then we spent thousands of hours doing it. Now we're sort of here. Sure, man, sure. That's like a study. Fine. Next one. This one's got like a really nice contrapposto gesture to it. Oh, I'm behind the veil. I'm interested now because I don't interface with a lot of people who don't consume a lot of art. What's your general feeling about art, like visual art, drawing? What turns you away from it? Copying the silly goofy face. You never liked to draw. No, but I mean, that's fair. A lot of people don't draw but still enjoy comic books, anime, manga, paintings, you know, some form of visual art. And I guess, I mean, movies and TV is visual art as well. First memory was watching the Congress channel. What's the Congress channel? Please tell me this is not a D's Nuts. People vote lost, discuss it, and etc. But on TV, okay. No, I was trying to think of it. I couldn't get creative enough to find it either, so I was pretty safe. I felt pretty safe. I'm not doing a good job of these studies, man. I still did it to yourself. Well, no. You know, right? Congress. Nah. I don't think. I think if Ninja had gone, are you gonna say Ligma balls? Everybody would have given him the dub. That's not a. That's winning. If you see it coming, you win. It's not a, oh, you thought about balls. No, it's the point of it is the impact you get when you get to say these nuts. That's what you do it for. That's the high, right? Okay, fucking take a second. Reset your mind. Actually draw, man. Futuristic jokes. 3D chess, Terminator Gambit jokes. 5D chess, it's 5D chess. Yeah, maybe that's the life hack, is just always draw on a blank piece of paper. Actually, life hack, if you only ever draw one line on a piece of paper, you never draw a wrong line. Because the following line makes the preceding line correct. Miles Davis. You have real canvas. Sick. Me too. I prefer the digital one. Occasionally I've painted traditionally. Digital is not just nice because you kind of have access to every medium at the same time. Like right now, this is kind of like a pencil sketch, but you know, if I wanted to, I could knock that back, or I could just like start drawing with ink over here, erase less. They're all rotting under your bed. I have a couple canvases under my bed as well. Maybe you should get your sitch checked out though if they're rotting. That's so bad. We're gonna try again. What's the art piece I most like? Whoa. Do you want like a drawing? Like my favorite drawing? Because art piece could also be like a... I'm not saying that that would be my answer, but like a urinal put on its side. Or like a movie. Interesting. I don't know, I just think art is a very broad term. I don't even know. I'm trying to think of like best drawings, favorite drawings of all time kind of drawings. It's just kind of like a lot of good ones. Let's say, because that question was tricky. From my creations. Okay, that's easier. I'll try and find it real quick. A favorite drawing I've done. It's gotta be recent. It's definitely on my art station. I don't like that one as much anymore. It might be... Might be this one. Oh. I like it because it's kind of like... Well, it's intentionally very, very noisy. And I think that's fun. It's also a piece where I was very intentionally going, well, this doesn't have to be my best piece, it just has to be fun. I have to find it fun. And so I did, and I do. Probably that one. I have that big Malzahar piece that blew up recently. I don't like that one as much. But Yeah, yeah. This one's like pretty good. But I think I've grown a little tired of this one. All right. Try to wrap up this last study and then stream will be over. I'm really not getting the thing that makes that drawing good. Because fundamentally it's about this pinch, it's about this stretch, and then these legs being like interestingly posed. What an interesting field. I think so. I'm not joyful or delusional enough. What do you whatever do you mean? I think I'm plenty joyful, man. I'm not feeling it? I don't know. I think that might be your analysis. Maybe I'm like occasionally on specific days not feeling it. But overall, I really like art. This is feeling better than the other ones, the other studies. Also, this is also, I mean, you can read this as defensive. That's fair. You gotta realize though, you can't be ecstatic every second of your life. Ecstasy is like that's like a temporary, unsustainable emotion. Sometimes you can hit it. You gotta find a space where you can be like content. When you can be like happy with the process and fine with sometimes not being ecstatic. Don't get overwhelmed by neither ecstasy or pain. Pleasure or pain. Such an interesting pose. You don't want to pain? Well, you will pain. Sometimes you will pain. That's life. just got to find a space where you can be fine with that sometimes. That sounds really unhealthy. That sounds really unhealthy. Into work. I don't know, man. You do you. It sounds like a way to get really fucked up and not have a good time in life. It sounds like a way. It sounds like a way to rack up your therapy bill 10 years from now. That's what it sounds like. If you really want a high therapy bill 10 years from now, I'd recommend that course of action, I think. All right. That's gonna be stream for today. I got a little bit closer. It's a really good drawing, and it's really tough to do that specific good drawing. I'm gonna dip now. Thanks for stopping by. Come back anytime. Have a good one.